Over here, we had the data over here, okay, in the same code. We had all methods at the same place, okay. We can again reuse the same function for more things by adding more conditions, and we are always getting the result by this. So whatever we are doing, whatever operation we are performing, we just need to call this method and this method. So at the display we can bind this, like every time whenever we want to get this method. So it is very flexible. Whatever is happening in the behind, like suppose we are sending in the list, so whatever is the list, whatever result we are storing over here only, until and unless we are getting the result. So basically all the data is at the same place inside this my class, and whenever we want we can access it, or we can set the data using this. Now in encapsulation, this is one more thing that we should have added, but usually whenever we are using this feature we don't go for this, like in Salesforce at least. This, like over here we don't need this, we directly do it and it gets assigned to this private variables, and then again we don't need to call it like this. That's it. So this is a proper encapsulation code, but this is something we don't prefer because when we are writing in Apex,
Sir, it is mandatory to with sharing class by default. Maybe it shared with.
so see, by default it is not mandatory to write with sharing or without sharing. But if you are not writing with sharing or without sharing, that by default it is a with sharing. Okay. So if with sharing is written, it is a with sharing. Without sharing is written, it is a without sharing. But if nothing is written, again it is a with sharing class. Okay.
Got it, sir.
Okay. By the way, you can call me Soumya. No need of sir. That is fine with me.
Soumya, when we define sharing, it basically means now that we can it will follow all the sharing rules in.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
okay.
data that we are accessing, whenever we are inserting a data, whenever we are modifying a field, whenever we are accessing a field, or creating any record,
Right.
whatever we have access, only that thing we can do. When
Okay.
we're doing it without sharing, we can have wider access.
And without sharing will like override all the sharing rules, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now let's talk about inheritance. What exactly is inheritance? Now, in inheritance, the most common example that you have heard about is shape. We write a class shape. Inside that shape, we have a method which is area. Or calculate the area of it, right? Now, this shape class can be inherited by circle, can be inherited by rectangle, and can also be inherited by square. Okay. So this is a concept of inheritance. But okay, let's do one thing. Let me share my VS Code and write a very simple code for this. Okay, so this is how we can do inheritance. Now, for now, we are not having any method which is directly implemented in the shape class. Okay, there is no method which is directly implemented in the shape class, but we can have it. Let's do that also. Okay, so now whenever we are extending this shape class, we are getting this public method, which is what public print area. Okay, we are getting this method, which is utilizing the area method, which we are extending, which we are implementing separately in each class. So this is how inheritance works. We are inheriting some of the methods which are there in the original class. We are writing some of the custom methods, reusing them. Rewrite is needed as per our use case, and then we are doing our job which is needed. So is inheritance clear? Like how this area, like not implemented over here, but being implemented over here will work. Is it clear?
Soumya, can we use this method outside of this class?
Yes. Yes. This print area, right? Which
Yeah,
method?
print. This one. Print area. Can we use outside of this class? This method.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
If no other questions, we can move forward to polymorphism.
So how to relate this encapsulation
Sorry,
in
how
terms
to?
of how to relate this encapsulation when we write a coding in Apex in business scenarios.
So see, this is inheritance first thing. This was encapsulation. So how to use it in business scenarios is see, it depends on business. I can give you one of the scenarios where I have used it in one of my projects. Basically, we were creating a so basically in large enterprise level projects there are multiple teams, and each team works on a particular area, but it doesn't mean that other team might not need access to your code or something. So we had a process. I was on a service cloud project at that time, and we had a process to count to summarize all the cases and summarize all the cases, return the active cases and all. So we had multiple methods over there. At that time, another team needed that same method. Like they needed our help to get those details, because whenever a customer was closing, like whenever all the cases were closed for that customer, or when that customer was off from the company, like okay, now I don't want to be part or etc, anything, uh, they need to get all the cases details as a summary or something like that. So we expose our method for that to that team, and that team just had access to get case summary, and for that particular account they used to pass the account id for it, and inside that we used to get the account id. We had more than 20 methods to summarize each and every detail based on different criterias and send the results. So this is how encapsulation works. Although we were in the same project, we had access to each other's code, but they did not to worry about it, because we were writing it, we were handling that part. We had that expertise over that. So they just called that method. It was everything was encapsulated in that class. All the data was there. we used to set all the data inside that class, and they used to get the values in return.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a query.
Yes.
Actually, screen is not visible now.
Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible. Okay. So, at the upper side, where we declare the variables integer 1, integer 2, and after that result equal to, okay, okay, now clear. Actually, before result was showing just okay. Now clear. Actually, result was declared in the integer side, so it was uh, quite strange. So maybe how can we calculate the result in the flow methods also? Flow methods.
No, this is so basically these are also private. These are uh, global members. Like these are instance variables. Okay, these are also instance methods, so we can use it. Okay.
Okay. But before I think you mentioned the result just below the private integer two.
Yeah, that time it was different, and I changed it a bit. Both ways it will work.
Okay.
No issue.
So how can it work? Because it was declared in the top side of the just below the class, and we can use in the below in any method after that because you
We
declared
have,
it.
yes, global variables can be used anywhere in any method.
Yeah. So
There are two
it
types
was
of method. There are two types of variables. One is global variable. One is local variable. So these are global variables accessible by all the methods. These are the variables. These are local variables. You cannot access ops inside this.
got it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Uh, Kamal Kumar, so I can help you with that, the prettier part, but not many will be interested in it. So maybe at the end of this session, we can have a quick 5 minute walkthrough on how we can make it compatible. Smita, if you can unmute and tell like what exactly you want to do, you want to explain, I will do it. No issues. I understand. Like if you are new to Apex and coding, I will help you to understand in a more better way. But it will be more quicker than the last time. But yeah, I will help you explain. Understand?
Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Can we use different variable names
What do you mean by different variable names?
in the last method?
Yes.
91 equals 91. That maybe we can use other some other
Yeah,
name.
this will also work. Just making it clear.
Okay. Uh, the first 91 is the global one, right?
So see, whenever we are assigning anything, priority will go to the global one. So this will be global, this will be local. For now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Smita. So maybe in case if you need, you can reach out to me again. I will explain you. Now let's get back to polymorphism. There are two types of polymorphisms. One is runtime, another one is compile time. Now, what is polymorphism? Anyone who would like to take a lead?
ability to do ability to do an action in different ways. This is about polymorphism.
Okay.
Like if like there are multiple function which have the same name, and but the operation which they are performing are different, then like we use polymorphism.
Okay. So see, there are two types of polymorphism. With polymorphism, what does poly means? It means many, and morphism basically means uh, methods. We can say, okay. Now with polymorphism, we can use same method. Like let's say I was talking about add, right? Addition over here. Over here, whenever I'm doing add, okay. Now let's again add it over here. Now see, there are two functions with the same method. Now whenever I will call add and pass two integer values, at that time this one will run. And whenever we will pass three integer values, this one will run. Okay. And this is what it means by polymorphism. And this is a compile time polymorphism, by the way, just to be very clear. What we can also have is, oh wait, instead of integer, we can start passing double. Okay, we can, yeah, we can start parsing double. This is also a kind of polymorphism. Here we are passing integer, here we are passing double. Polymorphisms can be based on number of variables, data types, or anything. It can even be based on what we are accepting. If it is a void, if it is an integer. Okay, getting my point?
Yes, Somya.
So with polymorphism, it is very easy. In whenever if I talk about a business use case scenario, what we can do with polymorphism is we can have a business use case scenario where uh, we are having an integration. We are doing an integration, and we want to send some data back, and we want to reuse a method. We can write a simple method, uh, send data, okay, send data, and suppose we want to send only the data of account, okay, only four static variables of account. Then we can write, wait, I will write it quickly and show you what I mean. It will be more relatable and writing it in the same class.
Hello.
Yes.
One more question before the from the last method which you written upper.
Okay.
So can you scroll down?
Just a minute. Yes.
Hmm. Uh, Actually, you declare the global variables, result
Yes.
integer one, integer two, and okay, and we just using these variable in our different methods. Okay,
Yes.
so in the final 17 line on 17 line, oh, sorry, on 20, 21 line, 21st line, what will be the print result? So all the method will be print, or what will the result?
Okay. So see, I call perform operation. I call add one and two. Okay.
Okay,
Then result. Then the value for on result. Then the value on result will be three. Okay.
okay.
Because add function worked.
Hmm.
If I call get result, it will return three. If I don't call, it will not return anything. Then I again call without calling get result. If I again call multiply and I send 2 and 4, it will be initialized with 6. I can call this method 100 times, but whenever I will call get result, then only I will get the result. Otherwise, I won't get the result. Okay.
I got your point, but here because we using three methods: add, sorry, yeah, addition and
Addition.
multiplication and subtract. So so one by one we get the all the values, or we get something else here on 21.
So that's what I told. If you are calling an add method and then calling get result, you will only get the value for add. You will not
Okay.
get for multiply.
Hmm.
See, ops, I am having an if if I am
Okay.
calling an add method, only an add method will be called. If I am calling a multiply method, only a multiply method will be called, not other method.
Okay. So but you calling in this method performance operation, perform operation.
Uh,
But I'm just asking about the on 21st line. Okay, it's also the methods not getting any. We're not getting any value here, is it?
yes.
It's mean we're not getting any value on 21, 22.
In perform operation, first you will call perform operation, then only get result will be called.
Okay, okay, got your point. Actually, these methods are calling in perform operation method.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Now coming back to polymorphism. So this is how. Let's suppose you want to get some of the data from send data, uh, and if you're just passing an account to this same method, to this method with same name, you will get the data in this way. Now you have a use case, you want to add this as a child map inside another map. You can do it like this. And now whenever you are passing account along with the another map, parent map, then this is how it will work. Any questions here? Okay,
Able to
so
understand the second method, send data.
Sorry.
The second was unable to understand. Second method was map of ID. Map of state. Map of which, yes, this one. So,
So see, this method is very easy. We are creating a data map, putting it inside a parent map. Simple, which is of
okay.
type string comma object. Now
Think
over
about
there,
it.
we don't have to concentrate on the logic. We have to concentrate that we can have same methods which are performing similar operations, but we can differentiate them on the basis of the variables that we are sending in.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's wrap this class today here itself, and tomorrow we will be looking more in detail to these basic concepts and over how we are going to use them in real world scenarios.